Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm the Collector, and in today's video, we will be ranking the entire Star Wars April 2020 wave from worst to best. If you do all enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment with your own ranking of the sets. And with that being said, let's go right into the list. So at the number 4 spot, we have the Buildable Do Figure. This is set number 75278 and has 519 pieces. This was revealed at the New York Toy Fair 2020 a couple months ago. And the reason this is the number 4 spot, now I'm not saying all of these are bad sets. Just because it's at the number 4 spot doesn't mean it's a bad set, because there are only 4 sets in the entire wave. But the reason this is number 4 is because it just doesn't lack the display ability. This is not something I'd want to buy and have on my shelf, as much as the techniques they use are amazing, and it doesn't look half bad. The display ability is just not there. It doesn't have the look of stability, even though it is stable. It doesn't have the look of it. And it overall just doesn't make for a great model like the BB-8 or the R2-D2 or those buildable droids we get. And that's why it lies at the number 4 spot. And next up at the number 3 spot, we have the Stormtrooper Bust. This is set number 75276 and has 647 pieces and is part of the Star Wars 18+ line. Now the reason this is at number 3, and like I said in the last ranking, it doesn't mean it's a bad set, because there are only 4 sets in this entire wave. But the one reason that puts it at number 3 is the bottom half of the helmet. The bottom half is just, particularly the sides, they do not look right. I think that the top half of the helmet is good, the front is good, maybe even the back. I don't know what it looks like. I like the sides, but the bottoms are just, I think they're supposed to resemble tubes or something. Just like the lower half of the helmet, the curvature just does not look right, especially in the front. It looks way too big. I think they used maybe a plate. It would have looked a lot better, but they decided to use the Technic pieces, and it just doesn't give it the best look, and that's the main reason this bust is at number 3. And that's really the main reason why the Stormtrooper Bust is at number 3. And that's really why the Stormtrooper Bust is ranked at number 3. And let's move on to number 2. Alright, now coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the Boba Fett Bus. This is set number 75277 and has 625 pieces and is also a part of the Star Wars 18+ line. Now, this is, I think, a fantastic model. The visors, the red and the green mix very well, I'll say that first. I like how the colors around the mask mold very well together. It's not like a very blatant color. They mold very well together, and it really does look like Boba Fett. It is a clear distinction on who it's supposed to be. But one thing I really like is the bottom front. The way they designed the mouth of the Mandalorian helmets was very nice. I like how they use the slope pieces, and it there's tiles going over it. It just gives it that nice round look versus the Stormtrooper that's very flat in the front. I really like how they got the design of these, especially on the top half of the helmets when they use the ball design. That's a very difficult technique for a lot of people, and I really like how they were able to implement it in this design, or all of the designs for that matter of fact. And it's just a very sleek look. Like the Stormtrooper and the TIE Fighter pilot have lots of stuff at the bottoms of the helmets, and it makes it just look very chunky. The Boba Fett Bus is definitely one that is a very slick look. It looks like a very skinny helmet, which is very nice. And you also get the visor on the top right that just, it really resembles Boba Fett. And I think they did an amazing job at capturing Boba Fett's actual look. And that's why this is put at the number 2 spot. So, coming in at the number 1 spot, I'm sure you all know what this set is going to be. The most recent revealed set of the April wave, and the final revealed set of the April wave, the TIE Fighter Pilot. This is set number 75274. It includes 724 pieces, almost 100 pieces more than the other busts. And this is also part of the 18+ Star Wars line. Now, many of you probably hate me in the comments for saying it's the number 1, but I think this design is absolutely fantastic. I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start with the top of the helmet. Now, this is the only buildable figure to not go with the ball design that is used in many mocks and stuff. It is actually half. It's like half and half. Half of it, mainly the top corners, are using that sphere design, but then the middle of it is slope pieces, and that runs all the way down to the mask, and that really just helps create the visor look, and it gives that smoothness that the TIE fighter pilots have in the middle of their helmet. You know, if you have the Lego minifigures, they have that little like ridge that runs from the top of their helmet all the way to the back, and they captured that amazingly. And then next to those, we have the 2 Imperial discs, which I'm pretty certain are printed, and they're not like flat on the side of the heads. They're not flat on the front of the head. They're curved to be diagonal on the helmet, and that's just that dedication right there. That it just looks amazing. And then you move down to the tubes, and I was saying earlier how the Stormtrooper, it was too chunky at the bottom. They really fixed it up on this design. I don't know how, but they somehow managed to capture that design. Also have the tubes running out all the way into the stand, and it just looks amazing. You move to the side of the mask, you have like the arched pieces, creating just an amazing design. I think this is going to be a fan favorite of many, especially since all 3 of these sets are in the 40th anniversary line of The Empire Strikes Back. They have like a silver print on the sides of the boxes that say 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back, and it's an amazing helmet. I think out of all the 3 right now, it looks the best. I know we'll get more busts in the future, not only of Star Wars, but of other lines like Marvel and maybe Harry Potter. I don't know, but I would like to see some Marvel ones, and maybe Ninjago. I don't know. But I think this is an amazing design overall. I think this April 2020 Star Wars wave will not be a disappointment. I think that many people will love this wave. I know it has a little bit of hate because of the DO figure, but I think with these 3 busts, it really makes up for it, and I think this is why this 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back line is going to be a great line. That is all for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and comment down below what your rankings of this entire wave are. I would like to see. And with that being said, that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.